Hi everyone, my name is Leah, and I'm going to show you how to use Outlook calendars for creating staff schedules. Scheduling can be a time-consuming and sometimes frustrating process for managers in libraries. It often involves paperwork, post-it notes, or even spreadsheets. I have found the process of using Outlook has made scheduling more efficient and a little bit more pleasant. So if you are in a library that already uses Outlook for email, and you're looking for a more efficient way to schedule, then this tutorial is for you. We will cover how to create a simple staff schedule, which includes adding recurring events and customizing colors, how to print and share those calendars once they're created, and also how to create an on-desk schedule. Oftentimes in libraries, we need a specific schedule to cover service desks. This could be a circulation desk, a children's desk, or a reference desk. So let's begin by learning how to create a staff schedule. First, you'll want to locate the calendar, which is in the lower left-hand corner of the screen, and click on it. This brings you to your default personal calendar. To create a new calendar that can be shared with others, click Folder, and then New Calendar. Here you can give it a name. For this calendar, I'll call it Staff Schedule, and then press OK. Your new calendar will appear on the left-hand side of the screen. I have this calendar set to a work week view, which shows me Monday through Saturday, but you can also view your calendar by day, by an entire week from Sunday to Saturday, or by the entire month. So here's the entire month of November. Now that we've covered creating a calendar, we can start making additions. Choose a time where you want to create an appointment, or in this case, a staff member shift, click, and then click New Appointment. You can also simply double-click. Here I'll add in the first person on our shift and select the hours from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. and then click Save. This will add Peter to our calendar. Now, if we want to make this event repeat, say if this particular staff member works every Monday from 9 to 5, we can double-click to open the appointment and choose Recurrence. Here we have a few selections. If our staff member works every day from 9 to 5, we can select daily and have this repeat every day of the week. If they work every Monday from 9 to 5, we can select weekly and have that recur every week. You can also choose monthly and yearly settings to really customize your calendars. Let's choose OK and click Save. And now Peter will be on our calendar for every Monday from 9 to 5 going forward. We can also do the same thing. Let's say we have another staff member who works from 12 to 8 that same day. I double-click to open the appointment, choose the hours, select Recurrence. Again, it defaults to weekly every 1 week on Monday. Select OK, save, and now we've added Wendy to our calendar for every Monday from 12 to 8. Here I've filled in some more of Peter and Wendy's hours for the rest of the week. Now if I want to change Wendy's hours, I can click and then drag and drop to change her hours. If I want to adjust the period of time of the hours, select, choose the border, drag, and drop. And here I've changed Peter's hours from 9 to 3. Now say that I want to add Wendy to work every other Saturday. I'll click to add her on Saturday. We'll have her work from 9 to 5. I'll choose recurrence, and now here I want to choose every 2 weeks. So every other week she will work on a Saturday. Select OK and save. This means that Wendy will be on every other Saturday. So here I have filled in a full week schedule with 7 different staff members. If I want to customize colors, the first thing that I can do is change the entire color of the calendar. So if I'm tired of this pink color, I can go over to my calendar on the left-hand side, right-click, hover over the word color, and then choose the color of my calendar. Here I will choose gray. Now that does change the entire color of the calendar. You can further customize and automatically assign each staff member their own color if you so desire. To do this, click on View, View Settings, and Conditional Formatting. So here I'm going to add, so I click on Add, I'm going to add Michael, and I want him to be green. Then I choose Condition, again type in Michael, and what this is going to do is anywhere that the word Michael is typed in a subject field, it will search and change his color to green. So I'm going to press OK, 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 and here everywhere in my calendar, Michael is now automatically green. So I'm going to go back in again, go to View, View Settings, Conditional Formatting, and I'll add Wendy. And let's have Wendy be the color blue. And then we also need to set her condition that anywhere that the word Wendy is typed, it will be found and it will change to blue. And you can add as many people in here as you want at a time. So I'll continue to add a few more people. Peter will be yellow. And let's press OK. OK. And now we have added some additional color to our calendar that, if you're a visual person, lets you easily see which staff member is working on which day and at which time. Here I have finished adding conditional settings for all of our 7 staff members, and they each have their own unique color. Now that you have created your calendar and schedules, I'll show you how to print and share them with others on your team. Once you've created your calendar, you might want to print it. To do this, you click on File, Print, and then you can select your style that you want. There's a daily style, weekly agenda style, weekly calendar style, which is what I typically use, a monthly style, trifold style, and calendar details style. To share your calendars with others using Outlook, from the Home tab, select Share Calendar. This brings up a sharing invitation email. From here, you can add your recipients, and so on. So here I've added Peter and Wendy, and they will receive an email with a sharing invitation to add this staff schedule calendar that we've created to their Outlook calendars. You can choose this checkbox if you would like your recipients to be able to add, edit, and delete items from the calendar that you are sharing with them. With staff schedules, I choose to leave that unchecked so that recipients can see the calendar, they can view it, but they will not be able to make any alterations to the calendar. When you are ready to share the calendar, simply click Send to send the email. You can always make changes to your sharing settings by choosing Calendar Permissions, and you can set your specific editing versus viewing settings for each person that you have shared the calendar with. In the last section of this tutorial, I will show you a simple and efficient method for creating a weekly on-desk schedule. So to do this, we're going to create a second calendar just as we created the first one, again by going to Folder, New Calendar, and here I've created one and named it On-Desk Schedule. I'm going to select that calendar so that we can view both our staff schedule and our on-desk schedule at the same time. I'm going to minimize this so that we have a better view of both of the calendars. And the purpose of having this on-desk schedule is that our original calendar that we created has all of your staff members' hours throughout the day. But you may have a certain desk that needs coverage, say for example a reference desk. So in this example, I'm going to assume that our reference desk needs at least 2 people on it throughout the day. So this is an easy way to create that schedule. You can simply drag and drop. So I'm going to click on George and drag and drop him over to the on-desk schedule, and it automatically copies his hours. I'm also going to drag and drop Peter over to the on-desk schedule. And what comes up is a little box that says copy the series or copy selected occurrences. Now, we've added Peter to the schedule to be on every Monday from 9 to 5, week in and week out. If you choose to copy the series, that will copy all of the recurrences. If you only want to copy it for this week that we're currently viewing, select Copy Selected Occurrences. And that's what I'm going to do here because normally my desk schedules change from week to week. So I've added Peter. Now Peter's not going to be on the desk all day, so I can adjust his hours as we went through before. And I'm going to continue to drag and drop our other staff members over. So I'm going to have Nana and Michael cover the desk in the afternoon. And then I will have Wendy and John cover the evening hours. And now I can easily see that I have 2 people on the desk throughout the entire day. And you can continue doing this for the rest of the week. So I'll go ahead and do Tuesday as well. I'll copy Mary over. Peter will again work the morning. See how easy it is to drag and drop your hours and adjust them as you need to. And I say, oh, actually Wendy needs to be on the desk for the rest of the day, and I can adjust that to make sure that I have that coverage that I need. You can continue doing this. For the week, it only takes a few minutes to create a quick schedule. Again, this is really helpful if you are a visual person who's looking at blocking out those hours and making sure that you have the coverage that you need. You can print the schedule in the same way that we printed the original one. You can choose to share it, again by going to Share Calendar and choosing your recipients so that they can view both calendars and that your staff can see what their hours are going to be and when they're going to be on the desk throughout the week. I hope that these tips and tricks for creating staff schedules in Outlook have been useful. Thank you for listening.